Hello future millionaires, how are you? Welcome to another video of the channel, and today we are going to talk about the best way to earn $3,000 a month over the internet. But before you start, subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, activate the bell for every time a new video comes out, YouTube warns you. And don't forget to leave your like if you are enjoying the content, so that we know whether or not we should continue helping you. And give tips below, in the comments about what you want to see in the next video. Your opinion is very important to us. Having said all that, as usual, put on your headphones to listen to the best podcast channel in the world. Headphones already in place. So let's start. Come with Uncle Mark, baby. Best way to earn $3,000 a month over the internet. The 4 side jobs that make me over $3,000 a month as a stay-at-home mom. It always surprises people to hear that I make $3,000 a month as a stay-at-home mom. It's not nearly as hard as people think, and I'm not the rare exception that makes money from home. After 9 years in a well-paying career, I quit my job and replaced my salary with these 4 side jobs. I wouldn't call it easy, but being able to stay home with my kids and make up my salary was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Here are the stay-at-home jobs that I've tried, and which ones really worked. I never had plans to be a stay-at-home mom. In fact, even up to my last day of pregnancy, I planned to come back to work. I took one look in that little baby's eyes and my entire life literally changed. My perspective changed. I've never wanted anything as much as I wanted to stay home with him. It was hard for me to even attempt to mentally get back into my career. We had just started our frugal journey at that point, and cutting our income in half was just not an option. I was determined, though. I made myself a promise that I would figure out a way to stay home with him by his first birthday. If I still wanted to. Part of me was wondering if this intense desire was leftover pregnancy hormones. We really worked our butts off that first year, learning how to budget and figuring out how to cut our spending. We started using free money-back apps like Ibotta and Ebates, and we started using freezer meal plans to cut our grocery budget in half. It wasn't easy. But it was worth it. Then I found legitimate side jobs to make money at home. We did it. My last day at work was our son's first birthday. I'm now going into my 4th year being at home with him. Though technically I should say them, since we gave him a sister too. I went from thinking that it would be impossible, to actually doing it in just 1 year. If this is what you want to do, if you want to stay at home, then don't take no for an answer. Find a way. The 4 side jobs that worked. These side jobs made it easy to transition from my career to making money from home. 1. Mystery shopping. Mystery shopping is a side job you hear about often being associated with scams. I go through Trend Source, and can tell you that they are a legitimate company. But do your research on any others. This is something you can easily do with the kids since you're shopping undercover. Gigs are sporadic, about 6 a month is what I average, but easy. They pay about $10 and take about 30 minutes to complete. Total $60 per month. You could make more if you do inspections when your husband is at home to watch the kids. User testing. I love usertesting.com. User testing tests the user experience of websites from small to huge. They need real people to log on, perform given tasks, and think out loud. The screen recorder captures your voice about how difficult the task is to complete. They pay $10 for a 15-minute test, and most of these are really fun. You get to learn about things you would have never stumbled upon, use features that brands are still working on, and get to voice your frustrations over common website issues. You have 15 minutes after you accept to begin the test. You'll need to keep the kids quiet during the test, but they have a pause button, so if there is a disruption, you can pause, deal with the issue, and come back to it. I let my oldest, 3, play with the iPad and nurse my infant during tests. The screen recorder just captures screenshots, it doesn't record you. I make about $100 per month, although I've done much better other months. Total $100 per month. 2. Blogging. If you love to write, this is absolutely something you should look into. You likely won't see money from this immediately. I went almost 3 years making less than $200 per month when I was blogging as a hobby. Although, considering the amount of work that went into it at that point, $200 per month was pretty impressive. However, if you love to write and like to help people, have fairly thick skin, and are willing to put in many hours for free, many hours, then this job is for you. It's absolutely possible to make a full-time income from home from this. It's not just for major, huge celebrity bloggers. I'm still new in the world of blogging. I just started a new site, but this month I've made just under $700, and I've been drastically increasing every month since I started a new blog and took it seriously this time. Update August 16. Less than 2 years after writing this, the blog is supporting my entire family, so you should totally learn how to start a blog. You don't have to be spammy or offer things to readers that they don't want. You get paid from ads on your site, affiliate programs of things that you already use and love, products that you create to sell, and sponsored posts from brands you believe in. A great, and free, resource if you're interested in blogging as an income source is this step-by-step tutorial to start a blog, written for people who aren't great with computers. 3. Blogging is also super cheap to get into. You can start a blog for only $3.49 per month. If you can invest more, the class 1 took is Elite Blog Academy, and I credit all of my success to that. You can find out more about the class here. Hint. If the class isn't currently open, then join the waiting list so you don't miss out. If you don't have money to put into blogging, the best free resource is the first 10 steps to a profitable blog cheat sheet, which you can get here. Total $700 per month. Update. Which later turned into its own business, making full-time income. Which replaced everything else on this page and is completely nuts. Okay, moving on. 4. Childcare. Childcare is a fantastic way to make money as a stay-at-home mom, and it doesn't have to be nearly as complicated as you're thinking. While it does add some restrictions to your day. Vacations are difficult. It's more difficult to run errands. And you wouldn't believe how hard it is to keep your floors clean with 4 toddlers. I make between $189 to $204 per week per child depending on age. Keep in mind I live in Northern Virginia where rates are high. Check your local regulations about licensing. It's not difficult to get a license and insurance if it's needed. If you don't want to spend your whole day watching kids, or if your kids are school age, you should also consider doing before-after school care. Parents would drop kids off at your house, the bus would pick them up and drop them off at your house, and then the parents would pick them up from you when they get done with work. I can tell you from experience that after a while, the kids you care for become your kids and you don't see them any differently from your own kids. Total $2,438 per month to watch free kids in addition to my son. Before, a message very quickly for you. Are you enjoying our content? If so, be sure to give a like, because only then will we know if we should continue with these matters or stop. And if it makes sense to you, leave a comment below saying what our next video might be. We are always taking messages from the comments and playing the videos. If you are not yet subscribed, write and activate the bell, so YouTube will warn you every time a new video comes out of this channel. Having said all that, let's get back to what matters. The side job that I quit. 5. eBay business. I was actually really successful at this, but it took a lot of time and I didn't enjoy the work, so I abandoned it. You may like it more than I did, so I'll mention it. While my husband was in training for 9 weeks. I started an eBay business as a side job where I would buy jeans from the thrift store on 50% off days and resell them on eBay for 2 to 3x the price I paid for them. I bought most of the jeans for $2 to $5 and only purchased jeans that I knew would sell, basically the ones that I wore and liked: American Eagle and Gap. I have an iPhone, so uploading the photos and listing them were pretty easy with the eBay app. You can schedule USPS to drop off free packing materials and then come back to pick up your packages that are ready to ship. Plenty of people have turned this into full-time gigs, but this side job isn't for me. I made over $1,500 in 9 weeks, so about $170 a week or $730. It's detailed work, but pretty boring. If you need the money, it's worth it though. You can grab an eBay account here and take a tutorial on how to sell. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed another podcast from the Finances Announcer podcast channel. Remember that if you liked and like our content, don't forget to leave a like and write in the comments what subjects you would like us to talk about in the next content. And if you are not yet registered, sign up and activate the bell, so every time a new video comes out we will communicate with you. I hope you are already earning extra incomes through our tips, as many people are already managing to survive thanks to our tips. See you soon, family. Until then, a hug from Uncle Mark.